Hi, welcome to another episode of Constitution and Politics Op-Ed. I wrote an essay on the 5th of March of this year because in a newspaper report, a gentleman by the name of Anwar Musa said that the government will replace the Speaker of Parliament. Is this correct? I think the answer is no. Why? Under the principle of separation of powers, there are three organs of a democratic nation: Parliament, the judiciary, and the executive, or government as we call it. The titular head of these three organs is His Majesty the Yang di-Pertuan Agong, the King, and he, under Article 32, is the supreme head of the Federation. Now, of these three components, Parliament stands higher than the government. There are only two creatures that are higher than these two. The first is the Federal Constitution, which is over there, and that's Parliament. And even higher than the Federal Constitution is a concept called the rule of law. So who chooses the Speaker of Parliament? Well, the short answer is it's Parliament. Article 57 of the Federal Constitution says, the House of Representatives. What does the House of Representatives mean? Parliament. The House of Representatives shall from time to time elect as Yang di-Pertua Dewan Rakyat, meaning the Speaker, a person who is either a member of the House or is qualified for election as such member. So the Speaker is not appointed by the King either. The King endorses the person appointed by Parliament without formality when he summons Parliament, and that you can find in Article 51, subparagraph 1. So who dismisses the Speaker? Well, unless the Speaker himself decides to resign, only Parliament can remove the Speaker, and that is in Article 57, subparagraph 2, subparagraph C. And this is what it says. Can I please read my notes? The Speaker may at any time resign his office by writing. The Speaker cannot go to a microphone and say, "Hello, excuse me, I am the Speaker. I am not coming to work tomorrow, you know." He has to do it by writing. And when he writes, he customarily writes it to His Majesty the King, and he writes it to other important leaders of the organs of government. In how many ways can the Speaker lose his post? There are 5. The first one is when the House meets after the general election. And they meet after the general election. If they put in another Speaker, under Article 57, subparagraph 2, he may lose his post. The second is when he ceases to be a member of the House. Remember, we said the Speaker must either be a person who is a member of the House or one who is qualified to be a member of the House. For example, if he becomes a member of a board of directors of a company, or he engages in any separate business, whether corporate or otherwise, commercial, industrial or other undertaking, then he disqualified. Fourth, and here come the important words, if the House at any time so resolves. What does it mean? It means the Dewan Rakyat, the House of Representatives, have by resolution decided that he must be removed. That's in under Article 57. But there is a fifth ground. The fifth ground is under the general law when he becomes incapacitated, whether by death. Obviously, if you're dead, how are you going to be a Speaker? Or by illness or incapacity of his mind or the frailty of his body. So we come to the core issue, which is what? Should Parliament dismiss the current Speaker, Tan Sri Muhammad Arif bin Yusuf? I don't think they should. They will fall upon a sea of troubles. Why? When the nation elected Parliament on the 9th of May 2018, they had a clear and a particular set of expectations of their MPs. They had increasingly questioned how in the past the then ruling coalition had been led by persons who had mismanaged and had gotten the government to fall into kleptocracy. They were accused of running a government based on the divide and rule policy, a policy based on racial segregation and religious undertones, after the nation's electoral mandate had been delivered, Parliament convened, and at that time the current speaker was not an MP, but he was, under the law, a person who was qualified. There were no other nominees against Arif, the speaker. As such, Arif as speaker was accepted by Parliament without any challenge. He was thus elected unopposed. Between then and now, what would have changed the minds of the MPs? Arif's conduct as speaker since his election has been nothing short of impeccable. He has exhibited the highest standards of propriety. He has far surpassed the very best speakers we've had in the past. As to his own private life, Arif stands on very high moral ground. He is a retired Court of Appeal judge, is highly regarded by the bar, is highly regarded by members of the public. In his time, he has written so many illuminating judgments on a wide range of areas of the law. You may use your power now and unseat him now, but come elections, how are you going to explain yourself? Using democracy for a little while, you may be able to do that. I don't know. Politics is politics. What do I know? I'm just a lawyer. But do you think it will sit well with the public? Think about that. But if the PM were to move to dismiss the speaker, he would incur the wrath of the nation. If he fails in his bid to unseat the speaker, he will lose face, the government will lose face. It will confirm the opposition's clamour that the PM doesn't enjoy the support of Parliament. Now, technically, Arif could resign. But why should he resign? Especially since he is intelligent, upright and fair. The Speaker holds his post until a freshly mandated Parliament convenes again under Article 57 at the end of a fresh election, at which point the members of that House will then decide to elect a new Speaker. So thank you for being with me throughout this op-ed. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you will like it. I hope you will subscribe, comment and share to all your friends. I try not to make political statements. This is an analysis of what is possible under the Constitution, what the history says, and in which direction our country should go. So have a good day. This is Paradox TV, and this is GK signing off.